Well, good morning, and welcome to something we've never done before, and that's a baseball game. We are at Tom Bystrick Field at the City of Springfield's Idle Owl Park in Springfield, Kentucky, and we're going to see if we can do a baseball game. There's no doubt we can do it. We're just this is our first attempt at it. We've done parades, and we've done basketball, and we've done football, and we decided we wanted to do a baseball game, so we chose this one. So welcome in to all of our G&G family as we are pioneering new things. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. John Graves joined with Bernard Smalley, a local legend here in Washington County. We gave Hal the day off. It's his birthday, so we thought that would be good to not have to work on his birthday, although I worked on my birthday, Bernard, and we did 5 games that day over to Marion County, but that's okay. It's fine. So welcome in. Coach, appreciate you joining us today. It should be a good day for baseball.
It's a great day for baseball, and I appreciate you asking me. And Hal B, he's a year older today, and enjoy yourself. Enjoy your day off today, Hal B.
So today's game is between Washington County Commanders. They come in with a record of 7-10. They're out of the 19th District, 5th Region, and the visiting Southern Trojans, 6th Region team, 23rd District. They come in with a record of 11-7. This is the Southern team I know very well. Jim Gross is a good friend of mine. Have traveled with them the last couple of spring breaks. Went on spring break with them this year, so I know a little bit about that team. Of course, Washington County, I know most of these kids just from being around. So yeah, we're going to see what this looks like. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Roku. And this is an excellent opportunity if you're watching, especially on Facebook. I've got it pulled up. Hit us with comments. We'll talk. We're going to hear some stories, baseball stories from Bernard today. I would be remiss if I didn't think there would be a couple fishing stories thrown in today as well. So what do you expect? You've done a little homework coming into these games. You know a little bit about both teams. Coach, what are you expecting out of this matchup?
Well, if you're Washington County, I got to talk to Coach Ty Etherton earlier, and right now they 7-10, but like I told him, Ty in 2 weeks, everybody's gonna be 0-0, and you playing these games to get yourself ready for the district. They had several returning starters last year, but right now they're not hitting. But one game can turn it around, John, and they got a lot of kids that played baseball. I've known most of these kids since they was 7 years old, playing Little League ball, and following them. Most of them are seniors now, but you get 2 weeks away for the district, so these basically is what you call play-in games, and they'll turn it around.
Well, and it's a good time of year too, as you're having Southern come down, and we'll look at their lineups momentarily. But Southern's a Louisville team. They come down they've got a very strong Cuban population around the school up there, so you're going to see some names that we're going to struggle with today. But you're going to see a pretty solid baseball team out of Louisville to come down today. But again, they come in 11-7. Was on a 2-3 spring break trip as they went to Oxford, Alabama, and played some really good talent at some really nice ballparks down there. I was able to go.
Well, if you're from Louisville and you got 11 wins, you're doing something right.
Well,
it's a lot of great competition there.
Yeah, that's 6th and 7th region. That's kind of loaded. They got teams up there like PRP and St. X and Trinity. And when you think baseball at a state level in Kentucky, those are names that are very familiar to everybody.
Yes, and I think with Trinity, they in the top 5 in the state. As a matter of fact, there might be 2 or 3. But I understand, talking to you earlier, they got a flamethrower. I don't know his name, and you know a lot about him, but I understand they got one excellent pitcher.
They do. Southern's baseball, and we'll talk again. This is a very neutral broadcast today, but Southern, they've got Richard Hernandez. He's playing short today, so they're not throwing their one spot today. They're in the middle of district competition too, and those games mean more proceedings, especially the way they do their tournament up in Louisville. They don't have district tournaments; they do a super region.
Wow.
So everybody goes, and there's some parity issues. Up there with, some districts have heavier teams than others. So They went to a super region format in baseball and softball.
So everybody get to play in the region.
Everybody goes to the region.
16 teams, one plays 16.
Yep.
I like that.
Southern's going to throw their number 2 today. Damian Graham, 6'4" right-hander. He's got pretty good velocity, comes out. So that's who will be starting for them. And for Washington County, starting pitcher is going to be
Sacedo.
Big Soft. Sebastian Sacedo.
Yep.
So All right, well, we're going to take our first break. I'm going to make my way down to the field. We're going to talk to Coach Gross about his game plan. Then we'll talk to Coach Ty Ethington. Welcome in to G&G Productions coverage of high school baseball here on a Saturday morning.
All-American Plumbing takes pride in delivering top-notch plumbing services to our clients. Our commitment is excellence and customer satisfaction, which has helped All-American Plumbing build a solid reputation over the years. Trust us with all your sink, tub, and shower needs. Water heater installation and replacement, water line installation and repair. All-American Plumbing offers reliable service, and you can trust us. If you're looking for a top-quality new construction or custom home plumbing service, contact Brian Graves. All-American Plumbing, serving Central Kentucky.
Snap, snap, Snappy Tomato Pizza.
We make your pizza with our authentic recipe.
Ooh, Snappy Tomato Pizza.
Hand stretch the dough and it's made fresh daily.
Ooh, Snappy Tomato Pizza. Snappy Tomato Pizza.
I'm ready for a Snappy Tomato Pizza right now. 111 East Main Street in Springfield. Call 859-336-9888 or order online at snappytomato.com.
Looking for top-notch HVAC services in Springfield, Kentucky? Well, look no further than Smith's Contracting, LLC. For over 20 years, Wesley and Abby Smith have built a reputation for excellence with honesty, integrity, and unmatched service. From AC installation and furnace setup to HVAC repair and cleaning, we've got you covered. Smith's Contracting, where our values keep you comfortable. Call us today at 859-336-5200 or 866-351-0112.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that your Touchstone Energy Cooperative honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always.
Here's a question. How can something like floor mats help improve your business? How can this give your employees more confidence to do that? How can safety glasses make your company more productive? And how can the way you look change the way customers see you? For over 1 million companies, the answer is simple. Cintas. So to help keep your business well-equipped, clean, and looking its best, get Cintas. And get ready for the workday.
For everything you need to keep your home and property in great shape, stop by Wright Implement this week. We have chainsaws, blowers, and line trimmers from Steel, long-lasting quality mowers, gators, small tractors, and generators from John Deere, Honda mowers and generators, and so much more for your home and property. Check out the latest John Deere clothing and toys for the kids. Online at wrightimp.com. With 15 locations throughout Kentucky and southern Indiana, we are the home place. Wright Implement.
Back here at Tom Bystrick Field, I've caught up with Coach Gross, head coach of Southern High School. 9 years you've been the head coach at Southern? 8
years at Southern. 22 overall.
22 overall. Travel down to the country today. How's your season been? Over the last couple of weeks since you got back from spring break?
It's been good. We've really kind of hit the ground running. Unfortunately, we got crushed by the flooding. You know, and had to almost miss an entire week. We went nine days without a game. So we came out a little bit sluggish last Saturday, and luckily pulled it together in time to take care of business. Going into a big district game on Tuesday, found a way to beat one of the top pitchers in Louisville on Tuesday. Got a little momentum going into Thursday. Picked up another win. Feel like it's starting to really come together. We've had some guys in and out of the lineup for a variety of reasons. So finally getting some consistency back today, and hopefully we'll be able to carry a little bit of momentum.
Coach, we've got a following down here in Washington County a little bit more. Again, you and I play a lot of golf together and good friends for a long time, so that's one of the reasons we're doing this game. Walk us through your lineup for us real quick.
I think our lineup from top to bottom is speed. That's our lineup is built on speed. Everybody's a plus runner in our lineup. It's built around experience. We're going to start 7 seniors today, 1 junior, 1 sophomore. So I mean, from a lineup standpoint, we start at the top with speed, but we end and in the middle have speed. And our 4-hole guy runs, our 5-hole guy runs, our 6-hole guy leads the team in stolen bases. So we're going to play fast. That's what we look to do. We're not going to sit back on our heels and try to hit balls onto the playground today. We're going to play small. We're going to bunt the baseball a little bit. We're going to run in the gaps. We're going to steal bases. And if we don't do those things, we won't win.
Damian Graham's your starting pitcher today.
Alex Koba's our starting pitcher today.
Koba's your starting pitcher. Record-wise, what do you feel out of him today?
Koba's have a great senior year, man. Really, really good bounce back year. Was tremendous for us as a sophomore. Kind of had some hiccups last year, battled through some struggles. It's come out, I believe he's 2-1 this year, ERA under 2. High volume strike guy, likes to work fast, lets the defense play, not a big strikeout guy. We hang our head on defense. We play defense fast everywhere, and it's what we build our program on. So Koba knows that. He's not going to go out here and try to do too much. As a senior, he's going to be super experienced. He's going to come in. He's probably got over 100 varsity innings under his belt in his career. So we know what we're going to get from him, and it's kind of the easy button for us because we don't have to put a lot of thought behind his start.
You're pretty good at looking at stats. What's Washington County bring to the table today?
They're going to have to play defense. We're going to make them play defense. We're not going to strike out a lot. This is not my first trip to Idle Hour Park. We've been here over my last decade or so in the business. I've known Ty's teams well from other stops in his career. Obviously, we played Jason when he was the head coach, and then AB when he was here. And all the Washington County teams are kind of built the same, man. They play solid baseball. They're going to do the fundamental things right. They're going to have a couple guys in the middle lineup that can go. They're going to have pitchers that fill the zone up. But they're going to have to beat us. I mean, if they play solid baseball today, they're going to lose. They're going to have to beat us. It's 100%.
Coach, appreciate it. Good luck, and we'll catch you after the game.
Absolutely. Appreciate you, John.
Send it back up to you guys. We'll take another break. We're going to catch up Ty Ethington, head coach of the Washington County Commanders. This is high school baseball, a G&G production.
All-American Plumbing takes pride in delivering top-notch plumbing services to our clients. Our commitment is excellence and customer satisfaction, which has helped All-American Plumbing build a solid reputation over the years. Trust us with all your sink, tub, and shower needs. Water heater installation and replacement, water line installation and repair. All-American Plumbing offers reliable service, and you can trust us. If you're looking for a top-quality new construction or custom home plumbing service, contact Brian Graves. All-American Plumbing, serving Central Kentucky.
Snap, snap, snappy tomato pizza.
We make your pizza with our authentic recipe.
Ooh, snappy tomato pizza.
Hand stretch the dough and it's made fresh daily.
Ooh, snappy tomato pizza. Snappy tomato pizza.
I'm ready for a snappy tomato pizza right now. 111 East Main Street in Springfield. Call 859-336-9888 or order online at snappytomato.com.
Looking for top-notch HVAC services in Springfield, Kentucky? Well, look no further than Smith's Contracting, LLC. For over 20 years, Wesley and Abby Smith have built a reputation for excellence with honesty, integrity, and unmatched service. From AC installation and furnace setup to HVAC repair and cleaning, we've got you covered. Smith's Contracting, where our values keep you comfortable. Call us today at 859-336-5200 or 866-351-0112.
Back on the other side of the field is, again, we're about 15 minutes away from, go around back, guys. There we go. 15 minutes away from the first pitch. Ty Ethington, first year at Washington County. Coach, walk us through your record. Walk us through how the season's been coming up to this.
Well, it's been pretty good so far. Record might not show it as of right now, but we beat ourselves in a lot of different ways this year. And I think we had a nice little long talk the other day, and I feel like we're going to come out, we're going to get better every single day, and we're going to get rolling heading into district.
Well, and I was here the other night for the Nelson County game. Long inning. Boy, it was a nail-biter.
Oh, it was. It absolutely was. You know, we had our opportunities to win that in the 7th, 8th, 9th, and even in the 10th inning, and we couldn't find that one hit to get it done. You know, it all comes down to mental toughness, and, you know, like I said, we got together. We talked a few things on the very next day, and we're ready to go.
Sebastian Cicito is starting pitcher tonight. What do you expect out of him?
Strikes. He threw a good game against a tough Madison Central team in Florida on our last day, coming off a big win the night before. You know, we knew kind of there was going to be a little bit of a letdown, especially when you're playing late and you have to play early again. But he threw strikes, and he held a really, really tough lineup to 3 runs through 5 innings before it got out of hand.
Well, and I'll pose the same question. You've known Jim Gross for a long time. You know, he's done this at a couple different places. What do you can look at stats. What do you expect out of his Trojan team?
Toughness. You look at their lineup, their pitching staff and everything, and you're like, well, they put the ball in play. They do the small things right, and that's something that I've been preaching to our team, guys. We do the little things right, we're going to be in every single game, and they look like they do it.
All right, Coach, appreciate the time. We'll get you in there, and let's play ball.
Let's play ball. I love it. Thanks, John.
Thank you, Ty Ethington, head coach of the Washington County Commanders. And, again, we're about 10 minutes away. We're going to send it another break. I'm going to get settled up in the box with Bernard, and we're going to bring you a little baseball today. High school baseball is a G&G production.
Everything is getting smarter. Good thing your Touchstone Energy Cooperative has the knowledge and expertise to help you make smarter work harder. Today, there are more ways than ever to make your world more energy efficient, and we can show you how. Take the next step to go electric and put the power of your co-op to work for you.
The most important part of your business are all the people who come through your doors every day. And Cintas can help you take care of them. Your dedicated Cintas service reps will provide the essential products and support to help keep your employees performing at their best.
So your business can too. Get Cintas.
Oh, I'm ready!
Get ready for the workday.
I enjoy seeing things grow. It's a fun process to be able to put a seed in the ground and seeing what comes from it. We always enjoy going to Rocks because they're always very helpful, and when we're in a need, they always get it done for us.
You know, if we break down the field, I make a call to Right Implement, and they always have someone out within a reasonable amount of time. I've been working with Right Implement for several years and wouldn't recommend any other dealership.
All-American Plumbing takes pride in delivering top-notch plumbing services to our clients. Our commitment is excellence and customer satisfaction, which has helped All-American Plumbing build a solid reputation over the years. Trust us with all your sink, tub, and shower needs. Water heater installation and replacement, water line installation and repair. All-American Plumbing offers reliable service, and you can trust us. If you're looking for a top-quality new construction or custom home plumbing service, contact Brian Graves. All-American Plumbing, serving Central Kentucky.
Snap, snap, snappy tomato pizza.
We make your pizza with our authentic recipe.
Ooh, snappy tomato pizza.
Hand stretch the dough and it's made fresh daily.
Ooh, snappy tomato pizza. Snappy tomato pizza.
I'm ready for a snappy tomato pizza right now. 111 East Main Street in Springfield. Call 859-336-9888 or order online at snappytomato.com.
Looking for top-notch HVAC services in Springfield, Kentucky? Well, look no further than Smith's Contracting, LLC. For over 20 years, Wesley and Abby Smith have built a reputation for excellence with honesty, integrity, and unmatched service. From AC installation and furnace setup to HVAC repair and cleaning, we've got you covered. Smith's Contracting, where our values keep you comfortable. Call us today at 859-336-5200 or 866-351-0112.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that your Touchstone Energy Cooperative honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always.
Back here at Idlewild Park, John Graves, Bernard Smalley has joined me in the box. Was you able to catch some of the coaches' comments during that? So both of them, Jim Gross comes down and he's ready to kind of go. They've 11-7 record. They've won a couple games this week in their district. And he said, Bernard, Washington County, fundamentally sound ball team. All teams are, all Washington counties are, and you've coached down there for several years. You know that. But they're going to have to beat them today, and that was his major theme. Was they've come down here to play baseball, and they're going to. It's not going to be a mistake game. It's going to be you're going to have to beat us if you want this win.
And that's true. And also, won't be any home runs hit today. You have to hit it 500 feet today in order to go out. But it's going to come down to who's going to make that
small baseball.
Small baseball. Yep.
So
and I'm looking forward to be an excellent matchup.
I think so. And Ty said, they've had team meetings. They're not where they want to be at the season, coming in 7-10. Would like to have been, a little different. Of course, any time you're around this time, you got you want to be winning baseball games. But they had a team meeting and trying to clean a couple things up. But he likes his baseball team.
Yeah, this time, John, he's getting toward the end of the season, and it don't take but that one game to get you going. I know they've been struggling at the plate, but one good ball game, and you can get on a roll. You can get on a roll, and this district is going to be interesting, and anybody can win it. But I still say Washington County is the favorite to somebody beat them, and they're going to be fine. They're going to be fine, and again, like I told him, 2 weeks everybody's going to be 0-0.
Yep. At the plate, you'll see from our back view. We'll walk you through camera angles here in just a minute. Coaches meeting with the umpires. Do you know who the umpires are today? You know those guys?
I do not.
So we'll find out. But coaching meeting there. There's our center field shot. Gives you a little bit of ambiance in the crowd here behind home plate. Give me time camera. Let's look at that. Let's look at that angle over out in that third base dugout there, Matt. Again, we're trying this for the first time, so it gives you a pretty clean little shot across.
I have found out G&G can do anything.
And it's not really. It's really Hal and I saying, hey, what about this? And then Matt and them saying, yeah, we'll figure it out. So then let's look across the field. Over Sean Allen's running that camera on that other side. And there's a shot into the third base dugout, Washington County's dugout over there. So
it's just like you had Cincinnati State.
It's just like we was at the Reds. So
Yeah.
4 or 5 camera angles. Again, we'll figure it out. So we appreciate our sponsors jumping on board. They're going to finish this meeting. I'm going to take one more break. We're going to get settled in, and we're going to bring you high school baseball inaugural game for G&G Productions. Back in a moment.
Here's a question. How can something like floor mats help improve your business? How can this give your employees more confidence to do that? How can safety glasses make your company more productive? And how can the way you look change the way customers see you? For over 1 million companies, the answer is simple. Cintas.
So to help keep your business well-equipped, clean, and looking its best, get Cintas. And get ready for the workday.
For everything you need to keep your home and property in great shape, stop by Wright Implement this week. We have chainsaws, blowers, and line trimmers from Steel, long-lasting quality mowers, gators, small tractors, and generators from John Deere, Honda mowers and generators, and so much more for your home and property. Check out the latest John Deere clothing and toys for the kids online at rideimp.com. With 15 locations throughout Kentucky and southern Indiana, we are the home place. Right Implement.
All-American Plumbing takes pride in delivering top-notch plumbing services to our clients. Our commitment is excellence and customer satisfaction, which has helped All-American Plumbing build a solid reputation over the years. Trust us with all your sink, tub, and shower needs. Water heater installation and replacement, water line installation and repair. All-American Plumbing offers reliable service, and you can trust us. If you're looking for a top-quality new construction or custom home plumbing service, contact Brian Graves. All-American Plumbing, serving Central Kentucky.
Welcome back to Tom Beischer Field at Idlehour Park. We're going to do the national anthem as they'll do it here live, and then we'll be ready to play some baseball.
Our national anthem is brought to you by the American Legion Post number 49, Jim Bob Moore, Lebanon, Kentucky.
National anthem has been completed. Both coaches have done their thing, and they've met. So I don't know if there's anybody on our watching right now that doesn't know who Bernard Smalley is, but Bernard, outstanding high school career here. But you didn't peak in high school. You've given back for a long time, but baseball was always kind of your thing.
I totally agree, and I love the game of baseball, and played it ever since 6 years old, and got a little college life of baseball also before I had an injury. But just seeing these kids from Washington County, John, and I've been a park director for 27 years. I was able to watch these kids grow up, and they went to 4 state tournaments, and actually the Bowling Green team that went to the Little League World Series, these guys was 11. We played them. It was 3-3. Never forget this. 3-3 going into the bottom of the fifth, and Bowling Green scored 2 runs on us, beat us 5-3, and they ended up going to the Little League World Series. But these kids always been special to me, and I have enjoyed watching them grow up.
Well, and you've been around long enough. Not only you watch these kids, there's a couple on that coaching staff that you coached or played by. I know you was on staff when Leonard Abel played, Camden Abel's dad. Trey and you were a little closer in age, so I think you all played together around the same time.
Yeah.
But the history of Washington baseball, 2 people I know. One of them they named the park after, Bernard Smalley. One of them they named a field after in Tom Bystrick. So if you want to talk about history of baseball here at Washington County, that's a good place to start right there.
Yeah, Tom Bystrick is what a coach. And I had the privilege of playing on one of his teams and also helping him coach. And he's just a great coach. And every now and then we'll call each other and talk a little baseball. But Bosco, he's always the man.
He's always the man. He coached, was my high school coach. You were my high school coach. And that was that late 90s, mid-late 90s, we had a run. I think I got 2 fifth region semifinals baseballs down in my basement because of it. So.
I tell you what I liked. I know you was on
96, 97 team.
It was Mikey Dawson, Jason Hilton, and Bradley Core, and Tracy Graves, and all that bunch. We went to the finals of the region, got beat, but that was a squad.
Yep.
And
Jason Hill was on that team. Who was skipper of the Washington County up until this year.
Yes, and then Jason's credit. Jason did an excellent job here, talking to the finals of the region. But something you probably didn't know, Ty Etherton's dad and I, Don, he played for Nelson County, and he could bring it. Ty's dad.
So, well, you're on the mound here today, and I'm trying to learn some things here, so y'all bear with me. But Sebastian Sacito is who you've got there on your screen. He has thrown 6 innings pitched this year. Looks like 3 games played. You got some stats. Go for it, Coach.
Yeah, the big sauce, what I call him, he's 0-1. His ERA is 2.33. He's a big, strong kid, and look for him to. I think he's got a curve, he's got a fastball and a changeup. So be interested. You be able to throw the fastball today because it's not going nowhere.
Leading off for Southern is going to be Torres. No, I'm wrong. I can't read numbers.
Number 9.
Number 9. There we go. Escobar is going to be first batter up today. And first pitch high. It's going to be a ball. Batting 294 on the year, on base percentage of 362. 1-0 is your count. Strike down the middle.
Right down the pipe, and 1-1 count.
A little bit outside on that pitch.
That looked like a little knuckleball, John.
I don't know if he meant to throw it or not, but he did. I like that camera angle out of center.
Yes, nice.
Appreciate all of our sponsors joining in today. Fly ball hit. Camden Abel, shortstop, comes underneath of it. That wind's swirling. Camden Abel, sure hand, gets out number 1 for Washington County.
Great job out of Cameron. Normally that's the third baseman's ball, but Cameron had a better angle and got 1 out.
Next batter up is it number 19?
19
is Brito.
I'm glad you're pronouncing these names.
Yeah, I spent a week with them down at I've heard it pronounced several different ways. Batting, and I'm not going to try some of the first names, but batting average is 250, on base percentage of 391. Two-one, you count after 2 balls from Cecito. Big start for Cecito.
Right, you always want to, he got behind that hitter. You always want to get ahead of your hitters, and then you have several pitches you can work with.
Now, if you can get that 1-0 pitch, that first strike, then it puts you in the power position. 3-1's the count to Brito from Cecito. Again, if you're watching If you're pulling for Washington, give me a like. If you're pulling for Southern, give me a heart. Everybody hit that share button if you're on YouTube. And Cecito's going to issue his first walk of the day.
You got to get ahead. Now you got number 4 up, John.
Yeah, number 4. I know this one. Richard Hernandez, 390. He is the shortstop today. Him and Camden Abel play some summer ball together. They know each other well. But I would look for Southern to be aggressive on the base pass today. If this ball gets past Dylan Mattingly behind home plate, Burrito's going to be on second.
You're not going to steal on Mattingly unless it's a wild pitch.
Right, that wild pitch would be the only thing. High ball, 2-0 count from Cecito. Again, only 6 innings pitched this year, but that was in a strong outing against Madison Southern down in Florida.
2-0 count here. You a hitter, you're looking for a fastball down the pipe.
It's outside, low and away. 3-0. That signal from third base coach, head coach Jim Gross is you better put that bat on your shoulder. Take what the pitcher gives you. Corner called strike, even and back up. 3-1.
And if you're the batter, you looking for nothing but a fastball down the pipe.
Yep. You're looking for him to bring one to avoid the walk. Yep. Ball upstairs. It's going to be a walk.
Cecito needs great job, and Cam Abel coming out and talk to him. He needs to settle down. You know, he's just his second start of the season. You know, let your defense do the work for you.
24, Diego Villeos. He was a late addition, come up from Orlando. Father was transferred to work, ended up Southern, got there a couple weeks before spring break.
Just missed.
Third baseman for Southern. And he's got some colleges looking at him as he comes in his senior year. I know U of L looked at him the last couple of days.
That's great.
Fundamentally sound baseball player.
And Louisville having a excellent season so far.
Yes, they are. So, again, you can do more of the theatrics with Washington because you know you watch these kids play. I know Southern a little better. It's weird. Throw back to second, no good. And I don't know exactly what the pitch count is.
3-0.
3-0 is the pitch count, but he's only thrown a couple strikes.
You definitely take him.
Oh, this bat better not come off that shoulder. 4-ball walk, and the bases are loaded. And that brings Torres up to the bat.
You got to stay away from the freebies. And there's been 3 freebies so far. So it looks like Washington County having a little action in the bullpen.
Yeah, they're going to get one up quick, and this is a good test run. This game matters for your season, but doesn't matter for any playoff indications or implications, and that's more what you're concerned about, as you alluded to in the pregame, that everybody's 0-0 and playoffs are what matters. As Ashley Buckman says, we just play a bunch of scrimmage games, and then that's when it turns in.
Looks like 23 for Washington County is going down in the bullpen. Is it Dax Humes? I think it's Dax Humes.
I think it is
Freshman
too.
Dax Humes.
I think it is too. Torres, second baseman, batting average of .447.
That's a pretty good average.
Pretty good average. He's the speech of the team. Middle infield of Hernandez and Torres is pretty tough. But I can't imagine that he's not gonna. He's gonna make Cecito throw a strike.
Yeah, he's got to throw a strike
when they start swinging. I think you've got to. I still think if you're the batter, you ain't looking for anything except something over the heart of the plate.
Yep, he's got to throw a fastball right now, and that's what you're looking for as a batter.
Foul ball off the left side, and he gets ahead of him on this one. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the first here at Idlelar Park. John Graves, Bernard Smalley.
Looking for a little curveball on the outside here.
Hey, You've called some pitches in your day, have you not?
I've just been around baseball. I'm got a gut feeling what's going to happen.
Well, that's why I brought you in, Bernard, because I can talk a lot, but the little nuances. Back to the pitcher. Saucedo has a little trouble with it. Going to try to get the play at first. Safe. Going to score a run. And that's a tough spot for the pitcher to come off and get that ball.
Yes, it is. It was a tough play. And he couldn't make a play at home because, he kind of slipped. But Southern got one on the board.
Batter for Southern. Marshawn Rogers hit by a pitch. And that's going to put him on first, and another run's going to score.
Again, looking for Coach to come out to talk to.
Yep, that's a good place for it. We'll take a break as they've got a little home plate meeting. High school baseball on a Saturday, brought to you by G&G Productions.
Snap, snap, Snappy Tomato Pizza.
We make your pizza with our authentic recipe.
Snappy Tomato Pizza.
Hand stretch the dough and it's made fresh daily.
Snappy Tomato Pizza. Snappy Tomato Pizza.
I'm ready for a Snappy Tomato Pizza right now. 111 East Main Street in Springfield. Call 859-336-9888 or order online at snappytomato.com.
Juju Bates up at the plate. Ty Etherington goes to the mound, talk to his pitcher. What was that conversation like, Bernard?
Well, just calm him down and just throw strikes and let your defense do the work for you.
And it worked. Two strikes.
0-2 count, and you number 6 batter, you don't give him nothing good here. High and inside. I hope.
Juju Bates, the catcher, senior catcher for Southern, batting .294, on base percentage of .556.
He looks like he could fly too.
He's got a little speed about him. Good hitter, team leader. Does a good job of commanding field from that catching position.
Good block.
Dylan Mattingly's always been solid for a long time behind that plate in that Commander uniform.
Yeah, he has. And in his senior year, he's been playing big for the Commanders.
2-2 the count. Get past. They're going to try to get one in plate. Underneath. Overthrown. As Vallejo scores. So make it 3-0 Southern on a pass ball. Moves runner around. Now Juju Bates has got a 3-2 count.
It's something as coach has been a coach. Something I don't like the body language right now of our kids. I just something's good got to happen for these kids because body language is not very good right now.
No, and it's too early for that body language to be in that spot. Strike 3 called on Bates on the outside corner.
Big strikeout there.
That'd give you some confidence.
Big Sauce needed that strikeout.
Next batting, Graham in the lineup. This is the number 2 pitcher.
Okay.
So, and Gross told me pregame he's gonna play some kids today. Talk about a big strike zone.
Yes. Is this kid a basketball player?
No, baseball only. He's got several seniors. He's got several colleges looking at him. A lot of Southern baseball guys end up going JUCO route, Middle Illinois leagues, and then kind of find their way from there.
Hey, JUCO's a good route.
It's a great route to go.
Yes, that's the route I went.
I mean, Marshawn out on second base. I think that's his route. Torres is the same way. 4-hole hitter for Southern. Got to find a strike zone when the batter's 6-4.
3-goal count.
Two outs. Top of the first. We appreciate everybody joining us for a little Saturday baseball. Down the middle, strike call, 3-1. foul tip here, getting out of this inning with 2 on the bases would be a pretty good spot for Washington County, who's got some firepower in their own rights. They can put the ball in play.
Nice cut.
Nice cut. Long cut. 3-2.
Again, 3-2. If you're the batter, a lot of kids don't understand this. You want to choke up, put the ball in play. You take away the big long swing, choke up, put the ball in play somewhere.
And you'll hear fans say, "All right, you got to be defensive," and that's what they're talking about. Just get something in play. Ball 4, way outside. Bases loaded again for Southern. Now batting, Rojas.
Number 8 batter, John.
Number 8 batter. No, number 9 batter.
Number 9 batter.
Yeah,
it's
number
true.
9 batter.
3 runs,
This is gonna
2
be
outs. Yeah.
This is going to be your left fielder.
Well, I think all fastballs here. Number 9 hitter, let him hit it.
Yeah, let him put something in play.
Yes.
Trust your defense. And he's coming up to hit. 0-2. The wind and pitch high. Something down. Again, like I said, you've got a pretty stout Washington County defense behind you. You don't have to do it all yourself. Let them play. And you're going to see the same mentality from the pitcher, Koba from Southern. He's going to throw strikes. He's going to let defense play. Low. It's funny. I see Torres over there at third base for Southern. He's in a hoodie. It's 74 degrees outside, and he's in a hoodie. Different climate for some of these kids. They're from Cuba. They don't. Jim Gross will tell you they don't do well unless it's 70 and sunny.
70 and sunny.
High, 3-2, 2 outs, bases loaded.
And every base runner should be on the move with a full count, 2 outs. We'll see what's going to happen there. Everybody ought to be on.
And they are. Ball outside. Just missed. It's a pretty good pitch.
Too close to take, but it was a ball. I think we're about ready to make a pitching change.
Yeah, I think
John.
so too. Ty walks out. And again, Cecito just today wasn't his day.
Wasn't his day today, and, he'll battle back.
Yeah, he'll battle back. He's a young kid. So we'll take a break on the pitching change as they make some moves around high school baseball. Southern and Washington County is a G&G production.
Looking for top-notch HVAC services in Springfield, Kentucky? Well, look no further than Smith's Contracting, LLC. For over 20 years, Wesley and Abby Smith have built a reputation for excellence with honesty, integrity, and unmatched service. From AC installation and furnace setup to HVAC repair and cleaning, we've got you covered. Smith's Contracting, where our values keep you comfortable. Call us today at 859-336-5200 or 866-351-0112.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that your Touchstone Energy Cooperative honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always.
Back here at Washington County Tom Bystrick Field, I keep wanting to say Washington County High School just because I'm coming out of baseball. Dax Humes is taking over pitching duties for Washington County. 9 innings pitch, 1-0 on the season. I think I'm looking for ERA, right? Is that what we're looking for here? ERA, we won't talk about that number. 9.33.
But Dax has really stepped as a freshman coming in. He's hit a home run this year for the Commanders, and he's EH a lot, and I think it's his second or third appearance. But he's going to be an excellent ball player.
Yeah, and he has. I mean, I can remember being up here for some of the Little League games. This is his game. This is his sport.
Yeah, and no fear. That kid, no fear in him.
First pitch strike will make you feel better. Is back up to the plate. I believe is going to be our leadoff, is it not?
True.
who walked on the first round. Hear Jim Gross say he just hit a line drive somewhere.
Oh, off the elbow.
They make guards for that for a reason. That hurts. It hurts less when it's 70 than it does when it's when it's 30.
You're right.
So that's going to score another run, and that's going to bring back to the plate Brito. Now we're getting some strikes coming in. That'll make you feel a little better.
WC needs out.
Yes,
Bad.
they do.
Oh, that's a hit.
That's going to be in to the left fielder. Not able to come up with it. It's going to score at least 2.
Again, left-hand hitter. The ball hits the left field. It spins.
Yep. It's like golf. It's like golf. Now I can get in on some of this. When you catch off and it goes off that way, it's going to spin left.
Yeah.
John Tate Smith, left fielder, made a good play at it. Just this wind swirling and ball coming off left.
And at very end, that ball just tailed. I knew it was. It had been a left-hand hitter.
Now batting, Richard Hernandez, shortstop. 3 spot. Now, from my vantage point, I don't know. My vantage point, it looked a little outside, but
we'll take it.
We'll take it. We'll take it. Take what you can get in days like today.
2.
Same pitch. And this is one thing, and I've told kids this before. When the score is 7-0, you got 2 runners. That strike zone tends to get a little wider if you're an umpire behind the plate. So you've got to understand situational baseball. Would that be an accurate statement, Bernard?
Very accurate, John.
You get a tight game, you're going to get a very consistent tight strike zone. But in a game like this, they're going to tend to lean toward the pitcher a little bit. Foul tipped and
nice pitch and nice at bat there. He fought that one off.
Yeah, because we've seen that Humes is working that outside part of the plate with 3 straight pitches. Now, does he come back inside or does he stay out there?
He's going to stay out. 1-2 count. Ooh, no, he bought the heat.
What about him? Humes comes in to get him out of the inning. Top of the first complete. We'll see the Commanders at the bat when we come back. High school baseball here at Idlewild Park is a G&G production.
Here's a question. How can something like floor mats help improve your business? How can this give your employees more confidence to do that? How can safety glasses make your company more productive? And how can the way you look change the way customers see you? For over 1 million companies, the answer is simple. Cintas.
So to help keep your business well-equipped, clean, and looking its best, get Cintas. And get ready for the workday.
For everything you need to keep your home and property in great shape, stop by Wright Implement this week. We have chainsaws, blowers, and line trimmers from Steel, long-lasting quality mowers, gators, small tractors, and generators from John Deere, Honda mowers and generators, and so much more for your home and property. Check out the latest John Deere clothing and toys for the kids. Online at wrightimp.com. With 15 locations throughout Kentucky and southern Indiana, we are the home place. Wright Implement.
All-American Plumbing takes pride in delivering top-notch plumbing services to our clients. Our commitment is excellence and customer satisfaction, which has helped All-American Plumbing build a solid reputation over the years. Trust us with all your sink, tub, and shower needs. Water heater installation and replacement, water line installation and repair. All-American Plumbing offers reliable service, and you can trust us. If you're looking for a top-quality new construction or custom home plumbing service, contact Brian Graves. All-American Plumbing, serving Central Kentucky. Local news on your time. Check out G&G On Demand. Now let's head back to the game.
Well, Washington County has dug themselves a hole as In the top of the first, Southern scores 7 runs on 1 hit and a bunch of walks. We had a pitching change there.
Not very good. You give up 7 runs, just 1 hit. But, you got to fight back. Abel is hitting .364 on the year with 3 doubles, and that's why he's at the leadoff spot.
Yep. Senior deals from Coba outside. And we talked to, again, I talked to Jim Gross earlier, head coach for Southern. He said, listen, we're about playing defense out here. Coba's going to throw the ball over the plate. He's going to give hitters a chance to do something with it. It's going to be a foul ball down the right field line.
This pitcher's got his windups kind of throws you off just a tad.
It's unconventional, to say the least.
You old enough to remember Louis Tiant? He used to throw that leg up a little bit.
Yep.
But this pitcher don't go all the way back like Tiant.
He doesn't have the full torso turn.
No, true.
He's got a high kick. And 3-1 count.
Normally you 3-1, you want him to hit. But here we need base runner. I believe I would take this pitch.
I think 25 wants a hit. And he draws the walk, doesn't give him an option, and Washington County gets their first base runner on. Now batting is going to be Dylan Mattingly, catcher for Washington County.
Dylan is leading the team in hitting right now with a .414 batting average, 6 doubles, and you liable to see a hit and run or a straight steal here from Abel, even though they are down 7-0.
Well, you got to create your own momentum here.
And I think Abel's going on this pitch. No?
I think they're going to see, not knowing Southern baseball, I think they're going to try to see if they can get a bobbled ball maybe and send him on that. Very sure-handed catcher in Juju.
He gone.
And catcher knew he was going, and he kind of set up for that. But, it's weird. You got to catch the ball before you can throw the ball.
Mm-hmm. He had a big jump, so he wasn't going to throw him out that trip.
Now, do you send him to third?
No.
You got him in scoring position.
You got him in scoring
good.
position there. Only way he'll go to third is on a wild pitch or a base hit.
That corner has been very friendly to both pitchers.
Mm-hmm. He's been consistent, the umpires, so far.
You don't think it changes, does it, during a game?
Maybe.
Same placement. Outside, misses this time. 2-2 the count. No outs. Bottom of the first. Here on a beautiful Easter weekend. Happy Easter to you, Bernard.
Same to you and your family.
Didn't realize it was Easter.
My wife told me to tell you hello.
Well, I'm sure she's watching. Happy Easter, Mama. Up and out for a strike. Got strike 3 called. Or swing and a miss. Now batting is going to be Alex Blanford.
Blanford is .348 for the year, 3 doubles. A great contact hitter. He's going to put the ball in play.
That's going to be his goal here. Is he's got a runner in scoring position. And, again, 7-0 deficit. You can just get a couple back. And he puts one in play. It's going to be high. I think the wind's going to push that one out of bounds or out of play. I got to get my baseball lingo down, Bernard. I'll figure it out. Alex Blanford's your third baseman for Washington County. I do appreciate the fact that I got first and last names on the lineup card for Washington County. I don't know if Gross can spell all the first names in his dugout. He just goes last names. Pitch deals. Again, Blanford fouls one out of play.
And you're 0-2. And, AB here, you got to put the ball in play.
Discipline. This is a discipline situation. Don't chase anything. Make him be defensive, but don't chase anything.
Catcher set up outside.
Straight up. to the third baseman. Diego comes underneath of it. Wind swirls. Almost kind of bobbled that. Able to catch it, though. So out number 2 for the Commanders. Now batting is going to be Andrew Mackin, third baseman.
Big Mac is batting .321 with 4 doubles and leads the team with 21 RBIs.
Well, and he walked in the dugout earlier, and Coach Gross over talking to Ethington, and he said, that's a large individual. And he is. He runs about 6'4". And this is a situation where you got to understand the wind with that cut. Good big swing, but like you said earlier, with this wind, you're going to have to hit something about 475 to get it to go 315.
Yes.
Straight
Nice
back.
pitch.
Straight back. Koba has got ahead 0-2, 2 outs.
Now, like you said earlier, 0-2, you got to be disciplined at the plate. Expect anything, put the ball in play. 0-2 count.
Ball set up outside. Got him. Looking outside, swing and a miss. So 1 complete. Southern 7, Washington County 0. We'll be back to play the second here at Idlehour Park. High school baseball is a G&G production.
Snap, snap, snappy tomato pizza.
We make your pizza with our authentic recipe.
Snappy tomato pizza.
Hand stretch the dough and it's made fresh daily.
Snappy tomato pizza. Snappy tomato pizza.
I'm ready for a snappy tomato pizza right now. 111 East Main Street in Springfield. Call 859-336-9888 or order online at snappytomato.com.
Looking for top-notch HVAC services in Springfield, Kentucky? Well, look no further than Smith's Contracting, LLC. For over 20 years, Wesley and Abby Smith have built a reputation for excellence with honesty, integrity, and unmatched service. From AC installation and furnace setup to HVAC repair and cleaning, we've got you covered. Smith's Contracting, where our values keep you comfortable. Call us today at 859-336-5200 or 866-351-0112.
Local news on your time. Check out G&G On Demand. Now let's head back to the game.
Max Humes comes out for the second inning. He finished the first inning after Saucedo. I think all 7 runs are going to be given to Saucedo on this one.
Yes. And if you're Southern, you have to be happy. If, 7-0 lead and got out of the bottom of the first.
Humes high on the, looked like he was trying to throw a breaking ball. It just didn't break.
Again, 2-0, you got to get ahead of these hitters.
Yeah, because they're looking to hit the ball, put it in play. They've already played 3 games this week, so they're in form to they come down here to play. They didn't drive an hour to not play some baseball.
And I can tell these kids are well coached. They're very disciplined at the plate.
4-ball walk for Vallejo. Coming back up is going to be the second baseman, Torres. Wonder how aggressive Southern's going to be here as they get signs from Jim Gross down on third baseline.
He's gone. He's out. I'm going to tell you that now. Nope.
High throw. Now, if that throw is lower, he's out. So,
well, they're very aggressive.
Up 7-0. Ball hit and play. It's going to be at center field. That's going to be a hit, and that's going to score 1. First hit of the game, second hit of the game for Southern.
That's what you call a line drive. It was a nice hit.
Yep, and just again, not trying to put things, big swings, just trying to put things in play. Brings up to the plate, Marshawn Rogers. Again, he was a first pitch hitting the back on the first one.
And that kid's got tremendous bat speed. That pitch went, and that bat speed was unreal.
Two-sport athlete for Southern. He's going to Kentucky State University for baseball, football. He's a safety on the football team. Humes, 1-1 count. Marshawn able to fight one off. Rogers makes it 1-2. One run already scored this inning. Ball in the gap, hit by Rogers. They're looking to score Torres, and they do. Another hit for Southern.
Great job. Great job of hitting there.
And again, this when this Southern team went down to Oxford, they played Ithaca, Alabama, who had won a state championship within the last couple years. They played some teams down there that were pretty high caliber.
That's what you want to play. You go down to Florida or whatever, you go Alabama, you want to play good teams.
Yep.
You want to see how you stand come district time, and you're playing them good teams, only going to make you better.
Well, and it doesn't hurt your RPI in Kentucky.
No.
But when you're playing out-of-state teams, so when you've got teams that, Washington goes to play in that Fort Walton Bash, pitch over to first base safe. They play a lot of Kentucky teams, and those games can affect your RPI, which doesn't matter as much in baseball as it does in basketball and football. But high pitch strike for Bates.
It's one of those 9-0 strikes.
Yeah, I think it is. I've said that several times. I'm glad you was able to confirm that for me today. Trying to watch the speedster Rogers over on first base. Second pitch over.
He's going to steal. He's going to steal.
He's gone here. High pitch. Mattingly. Good throw. Gets through. And that's one, Humes, you better get out of the way because that was about head height, and that's where you want to throw it. You want that pop time to come out and go right at the pitcher's head.
We got 1-1 count.
Bates struck out first time up. Good swing. Head out.
Again, you're better here. 1-2 count. You want to make contact. Shorten your swing a little bit and put the ball in play.
When you got a speeder on second, just something easy.
Nice job there by Mattingly to block that pitch.
Two the pitch. Runner goes. Foul tip. I like the aggressive base running by Southern. Again, you're working on some things when you're in an out of region game.
Mm-hmm.
See where you are. See what situations kind of play up.
And he had a big jump.
I look for him to go again. There's no hold here. Abel gives him a little bit.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh. We've seen that call to strike a couple times. That same pitch, I think, Bernard.
No comment.
I've learned in this business that it doesn't do any good talking, but they go back and watch some of these games, and he's got a better angle. We're going to have a courtesy runner for the courtesy runner goes into first. It is a really nice day here in Kentucky.
It is.
Now, if you weren't here, where would you be today?
Actually, today I wouldn't be fishing.
Wouldn't no fishing today?
No fishing today.
If I wasn't here, I'd be on the golf course, I can tell you. I can promise you that. I played yesterday. A little round in over to Maywood. Asking for, I think, a baseball change here. No outs here in the top of the second. 2 runs have already scored for Southern.
If you're a base runner, you got to freeze on line drives here. 2-0. Got to have strikes in this game.
And you've got a batter who's not who's normally a pitcher, who's DHing today to get some swings in. So he's going to be a little bit more tentative. Not a ton of at plate experience this year.
I think we have Aiden Gonzalez down in the bullpen for the Commanders.
Another young guy?
Sophomore.
Coach Gross tells Graham pull the trigger on this one.
And it's got to be a fastball, 3-1 count, if you want to set on your heels and hit this one.
And he does. Pop up. In no man's land. Right fielder comes underneath of it. Ball swirling, makes the out. Second base runner is going to tag. They'll cut. Moves the base runner. Sac fly. That's going to bring your left fielder, Rojas, to the plate with 1 out. Runners on first and third for Humes.
Would you send the runner on first with 1
out? Based on being up 7-0 and sending him on the first time, I think he's going on this one. And
he's got a big lead.
He's got a big lead.
Step off and throw first.
There you go. Good play.
Most of the time you catch runners
sleeping
leaning,
over there.
Yeah.
Your runner is Brandon Taylor. His dad's on staff at one of the other high schools up in Louisville. He pitched last night while he's a courtesy runner tonight. And the transition, again, spent a lot of time with Southern. Transition that young man made in the weight room, I mean, his shoulders, Bernard, are as wide as mine, and his waist is about the size of my neck. Good-looking ball player, typically plays left field.
I guess he's a football player too.
No, baseball only.
Baseball only.
Yeah, long games. We got time to get exciting. Strikeout. Tried to get the throw out, and I think Camden Abel come up short to kind of catch that nap. I'm honest with you. I think that was play was to see if you get the runner on a strikeout throw out at home.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. Cam came up to cut it off. But we got a big K there. It's 2 outs.
Brings back to the plate. Number 9.
Nice block there by Mattingly.
Escobar. Your batter, leadoff hitter, playing center field. Hit that like, hit that share button. Everybody know what you're doing, as this is our inaugural baseball game. We've been talking about it for a couple years, just trying to work some schedules out. Figure out the width and in and how this is going to work.
Live and free.
Live and free. It's all we need to do it. I see a couple of former Southern players up here. Cruz come in today. Player at third. Macking fields it clean, gets the out.
Nice play.
Nice play to end the inning. Well, we've got 1.5 complete. You see your scoreboard, 9-0. See if Washington County can get some batting going. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We'll bring you the bottom of the second. High school baseball is a G&G production.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that your Touchstone Energy Cooperative honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always.
Here's a question. How can something like floor mats help improve your business? How can this give your employees more confidence to do that? How can safety glasses make your company more productive? And how can the way you look change the way customers see you? For over 1 million companies, the answer is simple. Cintas.
So to help keep your business well-equipped, clean, and looking its best, get Cintas. And get ready for the workday.
I enjoy seeing things grow. It's a fun process to be able to put a seed in the ground and seeing what comes from it. We always enjoy going to Rights because they're always very helpful, and when we're in a need, they always get it done for us.
You know, if we break down the field, I make a call to Right Implement, and they always have someone out within a reasonable amount of time. I've been working with Right Implement for several years and wouldn't recommend any other dealership.
Back here at Alalar Park, Tom Bystrick Field, we've had a change in box management at this point in time. We switched Bernard Smalley out, brought in Russell Burkhead. Coach, how are you, buddy?
Doing pretty good, John.
Field looks good. Everything looks good out here.
Yeah, everything's starting to green up. This infield looks really good once it gets good and green.
It
and
does.
It's really, I tell people all the time, I hate to see the high school team leave. You know, just brings a good crowd out here.
It
and
does.
A lot of fun.
It is, and next year is the plan. If everything goes well weather-wise out at the other thing, we hope to have them out there at their own stadium next year.
Yeah, that's the word I'm hearing, and hopefully that's what they're saying. By next spring, they'll be ready to go.
So you've seen Southern play here a little bit. It's a pretty solid baseball team.
Yeah, they are. They got a lot of speed. They don't swing at bad pitches. And yeah, they got a really nice baseball team. And Bernard had told me about them earlier in the week. He said you think Southern, you know, sometimes you don't think sports, sometimes baseball in general.
Yeah.
They got a nice team.
Well, and this lineup is made up as Lance Coulter comes to the plate. Coulter batting 10 for 42 on the year, batting 238. They've got a Cuban population that is there around the school that is really kind of fed into this program. As you look up and down the lineup, I'm saying a lot of Escobars and Hernandezes and Rojas, and there's that population.
And they're born to play baseball.
And they love it. and again, I told Bernard, you got second base, 71 degrees. We got a lot of people out here in shorts, and the second baseman's got a hoodie on underneath his jersey. So
70 degrees is cool to them.
Yeah, it is. Coulter puts the pitch into play. Underneath of it's the right fielder, able to make the play for the out. Again, that wind is, I don't feel it in the press box here, but it's really swirling outside.
Yeah, you got to really hit it to get it out of here today.
Yeah. That's why I said as Anthony Taylor comes to the lineup, Taylor, I like Bernard's stats over here. He's done well. Let's see. I haven't figured out his organizations.
167.
So
he's just had limited action this year. I think he's had some arm problems.
He had some arm problems coming out of football.
Yeah.
So getting him back.
Getting him back is really going to help him because he's a really good outfielder.
Yes, he is. He is. And a smart baseball player. He's played a lot of baseball.
Yeah.
Dad played a lot of baseball.
Yeah.
Done it. So you've been park director. Is this your third year?
Third year.
Third year. Made some improvements every year. The backstop here, the stand area here behind home plate here. Looks really good. What the splash pad is in?
Splash pad's in. About this backstop, I kind of had a vision what I wanted to do, and Debbie Wakefield made it happen.
Yeah.
And it's just, I think it's just a great place to watch a baseball game.
It really is. I can remember foul tip by Taylor. I can remember Back in 1995, I was on that baseball team that we built the mound that was there before, the kind of the substructure before this, and it was gravel and had some of the same elements. But boy, it's really turned out well with the viewing platform back here.
Yeah, it really is. Just bring your own chair and have a seat. It's
free base, free base, and we like live and free.
That's right. That's exactly right.
So. What other things? You got seen some action up on the top fields, had some practice and some T-ball going on up there
We got
today?
Little League started last night, boys and girls. Then we had coach pitch today, and we started this weekend full swing. It'll be that way now to about the middle of June until All-Stars start.
How many, how's your numbers looking for Little League and T-ball this year?
A little bit down this year from previous years. I don't know what the deal is, but they're a little bit down. We're short about 3 or 4 teams than we normally have had, and sometimes you have those years where you just kind of ebb and flow, kind of
small
goes
county,
up.
rural county.
Small county, like 3 years. My first year out here, we had over 400 kids. But, I went around and collected a bunch of money and didn't cost nobody nothing to play for a year. And, I was just trying to get some kids out. And it's just, it's, like you said, John, small county, it's just kind of ups and downs.
Yep. Stay with us. A strikeout there by Taylor on that one. We'll bring you, we got 2 innings complete. High school baseball is a G&G production.
All-American Plumbing takes pride in delivering top-notch plumbing services to our clients. Our commitment is excellence and customer satisfaction, which has helped All-American Plumbing build a solid reputation over the years. Trust us with all your sink, tub, and shower needs. Water heater installation and replacement, water line installation and repair. All-American Plumbing offers reliable service, and you can trust us. If you're looking for a top-quality new construction or custom home plumbing service, contact Brian Graves. All-American Plumbing, serving Central Kentucky.
Snap, snap, snappy tomato pizza.
We make your pizza with our authentic recipe.
Snappy tomato pizza.
Hand stretch the dough and it's made fresh daily.
Snappy tomato pizza. Snappy tomato pizza.
I'm ready for a snappy tomato pizza right now. 111 East Main Street in Springfield. Call 859-336-9888 or order online at snappytomato.com. Local news on your time. Check out G&G On Demand. Now let's head back to the game.
Well, we have completed 2 innings here at Idlewild Park. Southern jumped up to Sebastian Sacedo, just first second start on the year, and just kind of run into buzzsaw there. Wasn't able to get the ball to the plate, which happens,
Yeah, you're going to have days like that where you can't get the ball to the plate, and then think about when you don't get the ball to the plate, kind of gets their defense back on their heels, and it's just but if you play this game long enough, you're going to have good days and bad days.
Well, there's a reason that they play 30 or 40 games.
Exactly
162 right. If you're in the majors.
Exactly right. So. And Pete Rose always said, go 3 for 10, you're in the Hall of Fame.
That's exactly right. Batting is your right fielder, Brito. He is second time to the plate today. I don't know if that's right. I believe it's his third.
I tell you what I like about them. They don't swing a lot of bad pitches.
No, it's going to be over the plate. They've got a pretty good vision.
Yeah, they sure do.
So this is your busy time of year. You got all the kids out here. I know you've got a board put together as Humes gets a second strikeout of the day. You got other plans coming. You all starting to grow. You got Sarah Parrott and the youth board put together.
Yeah.
What's some of the future hold for Idlewild Park?
Yeah, Sarah's got the Washington County Youth League Sports Board. They're doing a really good job. It's their first year. It's always a little bit of a transition year, and they're finding out it's quite a bit of work, but I think they're doing a really good job. We communicate a lot. I help them, they help me, so it's kind of been a really good match.
Richard Hernandez at the plate.
I don't know, John. What if the high school leaves here? We got to get something. We got to get something down here. But hopefully, maybe we start a Babe Ruth league or something.
There you go.
I'd like to do that kind of because so many kids once they leave high school. Men's going to hold that one up.
Yep, it is. Any other day, that one's probably gone.
Yeah, it is. But I would just like to start a Babe Ruth league because there's a lot of kids that don't play middle school would rather play Babe Ruth ball.
Well, and it's a different part of the year too.
Yeah, it is.
Babe Ruth is a little later.
Yeah,
it starts
you start
late April.
Well, middle school is usually over 1st of May. You can start your Babe Ruth league in May, middle of May, toward the end. Give them a couple months because we've done too much work on this field just to let it sit here now.
Well, absolutely, and and that's a good because travel baseball it's tough on the weekend. So if you've got a local league here, and then that just feeds into your high school program.
Sure does, and I'd like to have something like that and have some tournaments here where travel teams come here and play.
If you have some in the future, I know a broadcast company that may be able to work with you.
I'll probably be talking to them.
As we've had a pretty good outing today. We're trying to figure things out as we go. Again, if you're just joining us on this Saturday afternoon, first time we've done baseball. We've talked about it for a couple years and just trying to find a spot to do it and which games to do. And hard hit ball into the gap by Diego Vallejo.
Yeah, that was a hard hit ball. John, I coached high school basketball for almost 20 years, and I was assistant baseball coach for almost 9. And still, to me, it's nothing like baseball. It's just a great American pastime, and I enjoy watching it.
Yep, I don't catch as much baseball as I like. Normally, when baseball season's over, I've done so many basketball games. I don't want to see any type of organized activity.
No, I understand that. I want to commend you guys. I text Hal and told him during one of y'all's last broadcasts that over in that regional tournament, I sat in my recliner with my feet kicked up and watched every game. I just really enjoyed it.
Well, they sold the gym out 3 times as the play goes to Andrew Mack and strong pitch over, and they go. Washington's starting to get out of the innings a little quicker now.
Yeah.
We'll take a break. We'll come back to that one. We are top of the 3rd, bringing up the bottom. High school baseball is a G&G production.
Looking for top-notch HVAC services in Springfield, Kentucky? Well, look no further than Smith's Contracting, LLC. For over 20 years, Wesley and Abby Smith have built a reputation for excellence with honesty, integrity, and unmatched service. From AC installation and furnace setup to HVAC repair and cleaning, we've got you covered. Smith's Contracting, where our values keep you comfortable. Call us today at 859-336-5200 or 866-351-0112.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that your Touchstone Energy Cooperative honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always.
Local news on your time. Check out G&G On Demand. Now let's head back to the game.
Back here at Tom Bystrick Field at our park, Bernard Smalley is on his contracted break, and Russell Burkhead has joined me. Gonzalez is Aiden at the plate.
That's the one thing here, John, we have always, and I mean always, you went to school here.
Yeah.
Baseball has always been good.
It has been.
And that starts from Coach Tom Bystrick.
Yep, it does. It does. As we talked earlier, Bernard and I did, I was on a couple of regional semifinal teams, or finals teams, 96 and 97.
Yeah, so I was on the team my junior year, Bernard's senior year. We went 29-6, and that's still to this day the best record here.
My junior year, which was 96, would have been the one closest to giving you all a run.
Yeah. That was that Bradley Cole and Jason, that bunch? Yeah, they were a good team too. They lost in the finals region, I think, against North Hardin, over best I can remember.
Yep, North Hardin.
But yeah, it's just Coach Bystrick. I was glad years ago when they named this field after him, because if anybody deserved it, he sure did.
Yep. You were talking about the regional tournament before we went out of that inning. You got a ball down 2-2 your count. They sold out the gym 3 straight nights over there. 2,200 people, Marion County High School. We still had 4,000 people watching. And, I tell you what, we enjoyed it. Now don't get me wrong. Ball put in play straight to the first baseman, for the out. But I was tired. When we
Oh,
got
I can
done.
imagine.
But, man, we really had a good time. The reception we got from Adair County and Greene County and North Hardin we really enjoyed it. So
well, what you guys are doing for local high school sports is just phenomenal. I'm not trying to toot you on home.
No,
You've done a heck of a job, and it's made me ornery. I can stay home in my recliner and watch the game, and I really enjoyed. I enjoyed all those regional tournament games, really did.
Well, and we were blessed our sponsors and some that we had the support that we could do that. In years past we had followed the 19th because that's kind of our home base, and this year we jumped out with it being at Marion County and said, okay, we're gonna try to do all of it, and was able to do it, and we had a lot of fun with it. So
and a good regional tournament.
It
Some
was
good ball games.
Every one of the games. Every one of the games were good games all the way down.
Yeah, there really wasn't a blowout in the tournament, was it?
No, there wasn't.
They were all pretty good.
Up at the plate, fouled off 2 is John Tate Smith. He sees three straight pitches, fouls off 2 of them. He is your left fielder today. That's your 9-batter. Back up to the plate, Jimmy Camden Abel, who walked first time up, has been the lone base runner for Washington County today.
Camden's just I enjoyed following his career. 3-sport star here at Washington County. He's just a really good athlete, and he's a really good baseball player.
Man, I think he's left his mark in all 3 sports. I think he's got some rushing and receiving.
Out there.
He's got some records in football and basketball, and I'm sure he's got some in baseball. But
he's got something 20 years from now he'll look back and be proud of. No doubt.
That's exactly right. So puts one in play, hits one to the left fielder.
Nice line shot there.
He's been the lone base runner for Washington County. Is this where you start a rally cap going here?
Yeah, I just think you got to make the pitcher work a little bit. Take a pitch or two. Try to make him work a little bit.
Try to get a little deeper in that arm.
Yeah.
And see what you get into in the Southern lineup.
Yep.
Dylan Mattingly, catcher, comes up for Washington County.
Another good young baseball player, heck of a catcher.
Yes, he is. He does a great job behind the plate.
He sure does.
Abel's going to steal again.
He's in there.
He's going to be in there. Pitch just a little bit late. I think it hit him.
Yep. Did it hit him?
It did.
Yep.
Dylan Mattingly. Yeah, if we got a little replay here, let's do it. Let's try something out here. We'll watch this screen right here. Mattingly's at the plate, and we'll see if we can do a little instant replay today. Yeah, strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, this is our attempt to try to do baseball. Oh, look.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh, I like that graphic.
Yeah.
Pitch over.
Did hit him.
It did hit him.
Yep,
Good camera
sure
work over there at third base. Tom Sparks over on that camera today. We do have instant replay.
There he goes again.
He's going to go again, and Bates bobbles it. So
that's the thing about Camden, John. He's just a hard-nosed player.
And, he's fast.
Yeah.
But he's sneaky fast.
He's deceptively fast. He
Yeah.
really is. He just he kind of sneaks up on you.
Foul tipped off. And again, getting somebody across the plate for Washington County would be a good spot.
Yeah, get a run across, and you get a little bit of momentum. They've had a little bad luck this week. They've lost a couple one-run ball games. They could have went either way, And they need to get a win.
Yes.
There we go.
That's a good shot, and that's going to fall down. And Washington County's going to get on the board as an RBI single to Mattingly as scores Camden Abel. And you're top of the lineup. This is where you want to do some damage. And again, and I say this in basketball all the time, you know how you eat an elephant? 1 bite at a time. You got a 9-0 deficit. You blanked them in the third.
Yeah, you can't hit an 8 home run.
No,
you just can't do it. So you got to chip away, get back in it. Still got plenty of time. Just in the third inning, get 2 or 3 each inning. Next thing you know, you're back in the ball game.
And you see what Southern does. They take their foot off the gas after getting up 7-0, which happens when
you see that a lot.
17-year-old kids.
You see that a lot in any sport. The team gets a big lead, they kind of take the gas off, let their foot off the pedal, and the next thing you know, the other team's back in the game.
Alex Blanford out batting, second appearance.
Alex works for me out here.
Does he?
Yeah, good kid.
Great kid.
Super kid. There's
Great
a shot
hit
right there.
They're starting to put the ball in play. And, again, as we've said before, that's what this pitcher does for Southern. He's going to let you hit. You just got to take advantage of it.
Yep. Now we got a couple runners on. We got our big gun up, so, you know.
This be a good spot. And, again, you've got to hit one about 475 to get it to go 315 today.
But if anybody can do it out here today, this young man can.
They don't call him Big Mike for no reason.
No, he's got some major power.
Here's the thing. You've got to go up there with a mindset to put the ball in play and not take those big swings and
That's
take
right.
yourself out of it.
Yeah, just get me a line drive somewhere.
Now, that pitch has consistently been called a strike here for the last little bit.
A little bit taller guy, maybe. You know, it may have something to do with it.
A little bigger with him.
Yeah, I'd say Mackin's 6'4", 6'5".
I think probably 6'4".
Yeah.
6'4", probably weighs, what, 275?
Oh, yeah. I would like to know. Yeah. Get up in the middle. I would like to know how he got away from basketball. 6'4".
Yeah, Coach Woodson didn't. He got to recruit better, would he? Come on now. Well, we've got 3 complete. Washington gets on the board, and a little momentum change. We'll see if we can get some energy going over in the third base dugout. High school baseball is a G&G production.
Here's a question. How can something like floor mats help improve your business? How can this give your employees more confidence to do that? How can safety glasses make your company more productive? And how can the way you look change the way customers see you? For over 1 million companies, the answer is simple. Cintas. So to help keep your business well-equipped, clean, and looking its best, get Cintas. And get ready for the workday.
I enjoy seeing things grow. It's a fun process to be able to put a seed in the ground and seeing what comes from it. We always enjoy going to Wrights because they're always very helpful, and when we're in a need, they always get it done for us.
You know, if we break down the field, I make a call to Wright Implement, and they always have someone out within a reasonable amount of time. I've been working with Wright Implement for several years and wouldn't recommend any other dealership.
Local news on your time. Check out G&G On Demand. Now let's head back to the game.
Well, if nothing else, we figured out how to get sponsorship ads run in perfect time, especially when you throw at G&G On Demand. Make sure you check out G&G On Demand for all of your local news, be it Marion, Washington, or Nelson counties, several posts a day. And every morning you catch How Be Live and Free with a news segment. What's going on here locally. And more to come on that as you're going to see some weather updates up soon and some more personal interest story pieces. We're keep trying to grow things every year. So, again, testing the waters today with baseball. We've never done that. Baseball is a hard sport to do because of scheduling. They schedule 30. They play about 24.
Yeah.
And you never know what's going to happen with weather. And
yeah, you have a lot of rainouts in baseball, seems like, or push back dates. May not be able to play it on Monday, have to play it on Tuesday.
First baseman Marshawn Rogers, his third time it played. First time it was hit by a pitch. Had to hit his second one. Again, Kentucky State commit for football and baseball.
This young man here.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like an athlete.
Yes, he is. He's a great kid. And I can say that about let's see here, I think you're between both dugouts. We have about 45 kids. I can say that up and down both lineups.
Not a bad. I know there's not a bad kid in that Washington lineup.
Not
and
a
they're
bad
just
kid
good
over
kids.
There. You're exactly right in goal today.
Yeah.
And again, I have spent a little time with Southern. Not a bad kid in their lineup dugout over there. It was, I went with them on spring break, and they were all happy to see me. I got a bunch of hugs over there in their dugout. So,
did they go to Florida for spring break?
Went to Oxford, Alabama.
Oxford, Alabama.
You know where Talladega is?
Oh yeah, I've been there.
Oxford is just past in about 20 minutes.
Really?
Yep. Went down there. It is where we played at the stadium. Oxford. Choctaw City Park is where the OVC baseball tournaments play.
Okay.
They're in Oxford, Alabama. So, beautiful park.
Yeah.
Turf everywhere except for the field. But I'm going to tell you what, I wanted to take a pitching wedge out to that right field so bad.
You know, you go down south, John, there's a lot of beautiful baseball parks down there. Of course, I know when I helped Coach Bodger coach baseball, we had played about 3 games when we went to Florida. We go down and play the Florida schools, and they'd done played 25 games.
Well, and we learned that in Alabama as a put-out
Abel.
Camden Abel on Bates brings up 2 outs. Yeah, they start early in Alabama specifically because we talked to them down there. They have to be done by a certain time because of football.
Yeah, I think it's around the 1st of May. They got they
got to
be
be done because it's cute. You play baseball down there, but we're football.
Yeah.
And so they have to be done. In fact, Southern 2 years ago went to Gulf Shores and played and tried to get some games back down there, and they said, Coach, my schedule's been done for 6 months because they wanted to make sure we were done with spring football.
Oh, yeah. Football is big in the South.
It really is.
I was listening to
another hard-hit ball, able to take it.
Nice play.
Nice play, and Washington County goes 3 up, 3 down. A little momentum carrying. See if the Commanders can keep it going. High school baseball is a G&G production.
All-American Plumbing takes pride in delivering top-notch plumbing services to our clients. Our commitment is excellence and customer satisfaction, which has helped All-American Plumbing build a solid reputation over the years. Trust us with all your sink, tub, and shower needs. Water heater installation and replacement, water line installation and repair. All-American Plumbing offers reliable service, and you can trust us. If you're looking for a top-quality new construction or custom home plumbing service, contact Brian Graves. All-American Plumbing, serving Central Kentucky.
Snap, snap, Snappy Tomato Pizza.
We make your pizza with our authentic recipe.
Snappy Tomato Pizza.
Hand stretch the dough and it's made fresh daily.
Snappy Tomato Pizza. Snappy Tomato Pizza.
I'm ready for a Snappy Tomato Pizza right now. 111 East Main Street in Springfield. Call 859-336-9888 or order online at snappytomato.com. Local news on your time. Check out G&G On Demand. Now let's head back to the game.
Back here at Tom Bystrick Field. I'm going to say that every time because I enjoy saying it. Washington County found a little life. They went 3 up, 3 down in that top of the 4th on the defensive side. Now we're going to see if we get the bats going.
Need to put up a few more crooked numbers on that scoreboard.
Yeah, those big circles don't do much.
No, they sure don't.
Sebastian Cicito, first baseman, at the plate. He started pitcher. He made some moves. He just come down and done well.
You know, John, I tell people all the time, and I still believe it this day, that baseball is the hardest sport to play of the 3 major sports, basketball, baseball, and football. For the mere fact, you got a guy 60 feet, 6 inches away from you humming a 85, 88 mile-an-hour fastball, and you got a split second to react to hit it. And it's just – I marvel watching Major League Baseball, just how those guys hit the ball. It's phenomenal some days.
Yeah, and if you've not tried to hit a baseball when they're throwing that fast, it can be hard. I don't know. I would say golf. Golf's kind of tough.
That's exactly right.
You know, and baseball, and each one of the sports is so different. Football, you've got to have 11 guys. You know, one good guy can make a difference, but they can't win a game.
You got to have 11 in football. I mean, they got the thing about baseball. You geared up for that big fastball, and he drops that curveball on you, and you're way out in front. You know, it's just but it's a fun sport, fun game.
It is, and it's because you spend so much time together when you're playing.
Yeah.
You start baseball in January into December, and you spend so much time with your teammates.
Yeah, you go to almost June. You know, you're playing 30. If you go to regionals, you know, you're playing 34, 35 ball games every year. You know,
so it's very much of a brotherhood. And I remember that playing. And again, I was an athletic trainer on those teams that I played on the last 3 years. But I still have very good relationships with all those guys. You know, you mentioned Jason Hilton and Bradley Cole and Mikey, and you still see those guys.
Daniel,
Davis Carney.
Yeah, that was a really good baseball team. Yeah,
there was a reason I made a decision to be a trainer because you look at that team. There wasn't a lot of playing time to go around.
No, they played every day. They played 9 or 7 innings every day too. You know, they didn't miss many games. And
then you come after that team with, and again you lose Bradley Cole and Jason Hilton and Mikey Dawson and Todd Taylor off that team. And I know I'm gonna leave some guys out.
Yeah.
And then you backfill them with Kyle Tingle.
Oh yeah.
Kyle Hoppus, Daxel Daniel, Davis Carney, Brian Mattingly.
You know, if you
Travis Hamilton.
you could go back through the record books. been a lot of good baseball players come through here.
A lot of good baseball players.
Yeah, it really has.
Then you go about 3 or 4 years again before that, and you had a Milburn kid come through that did some things.
Yeah, he wound up playing University of Kentucky, I think. And I was fortunate enough to get to play with Bernard.
Yep.
John, I still think this is the most incredible stat I've ever seen in my life. Bernard played 4 years here and struck out 5 times. That's phenomenal. I mean, he struck out 5 times in 4 years, and he started every year.
Yeah.
Played every inning of every game. You know, it's just and I was lucky enough to play with the Smith brothers, Jeff and Larry.
Yep.
You know,
they could hit a ball.
Yeah, they should. At any sport they played, they were good at.
They were just athletic.
Yeah, they sure were.
Strikeout by Lance Coulter. That's his second on the day. It's going to bring Alex Taylor to the plate. I finally figured out game changer.
Oh, yeah.
Alex Taylor, second plate appearance today.
That game changer's handy on road games. I can kind of keep up with him.
Hit it to the second baseman. Going to try to get 2. Not able to get either. He dropped it. There's got a play. Yep, Cecito overran the base. You can't do that.
Yeah.
And heads-up play by Hernandez to get the ball and get it. That would have been a huge spot for Washington County if they could have.
You know, John, that really hurt. That would have been runners on first and second, no outs. That could have been a rally starter.
Yep, it could. Coming to the plate is going to be Aiden Gonzalez. 0 for 1 today.
Sun's starting to peek through the clouds. It's going to be a nice afternoon.
It is. I got an Easter to go to tonight.
Yeah, I think everybody does this weekend.
Yeah. When I looked at the schedule, I didn't realize this was Holy Saturday or Easter Saturday, depending on your denomination. But it worked out.
Yeah. I went home last night. My wife came in after me. I said, "Where you been? Church." I said, "I forgot."
Yeah. I got my Jesus at Maywood yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah. It was 82 degrees, and I promise you there was a couple putts I prayed over.
Oh, I guarantee it.
But at 82 degrees after the spring we've had with that felt like London, England.
Yeah.
A little hit and run action and ball. What do we got?
He caught a balk.
Caught a balk.
Pitcher didn't come to complete set on the mound.
We've had a couple plays like we had a play like that the other night. We had to get some things on.
Against Nelson County.
Intentional walk.
Yeah. That was a bizarre ending.
It was, and you watched a lot of baseball. You've never seen that call.
Never. I told Bernard the next day, I said, I've been watching baseball for 45, 50 years. I've never seen that happen in my life, you know.
Throw from third baseman and gets the out. From Vigelos to Marchand over at first.
Yeah.
Well, we have completed 4. We're going to go to the top of the 5th. Your score, Southern Trojans 9, Washington 1. High school baseball is a G&G production.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that your Touchstone Energy Cooperative honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always.
RLM Underground has been committed to quality and customer satisfaction since opening our doors in 2016. As a full-service provider in the telecommunications industry, RLM offers underground and aerial construction, fiber splicing and testing, and much more. Fiber, it's the future of telecommunications, and RLM is making sure they are at the forefront. RLM Underground.
Well, we've seen a little life out of Washington County. They have started to put the ball in play. Bernard comes off his contractual break that we was able to negotiate with him. So good talk with Russell Burkhead, park director. So between you and Russell, we can cover about the last 30 years of up here?
Probably more than that. I'm sure he brought up the old class of 81, didn't he?
He did. He did. He also brought up his favorite Bernard Smalley stat, which is in 4 years you had 5 strikeouts.
4.
4 strikeouts.
4.
We were going to correct him. 4. Do you remember the 4?
Mm-hmm. And one of them was Ty's dad, Don, with that curveball he had, wicked curveball.
Now, were any of them looking? Were all of them swings?
No, two of them was looking. That one was looking. Don, he threw that curveball and he went, yeah.
On the mound is Gonzalez. I got talking to Russell, and I've lost a little bit of it. That's a great thing about video is I can talk, and we can talk about a little bit of anything here. Back up at the plate. That's going to be a new batter.
Number 11?
Yeah. No. Has he been in? I'm really going to have to get on some of these coaches about updating their rosters online here. In batting. Yeah, left fielder Rojas. He's been in. You wonder if you make some adjustments when you're up, top of the fifth, you're up 9-1. If you see some other players, you traveled a bunch down today. 3-2 the count. No outs here, top of the fifth inning.
They're also going to have a JV game today.
Are they?
Too. Yes.
So we will not be covering the JV game. Strikeout.
I like Gonzalez. He he's just a sophomore and always had a live arm and
Little League.
I like him.
Yeah. Young, Washington has several seniors on this team, but there's some young talent underneath.
It is.
Ball low. To the batter. Escobar, who is, 0 for 2 today with a walk.
I believe you're right.
He puts one in play. Second baseman, Coulter, gets the put out at first. And I'm going to tell you what, you take away that first inning, and it's been a pretty evenly matched game.
It has. And what about the play Abel made the last inning at shortstop on that? That was a major league play there.
It was. And that's what you expect out of your seniors.
Yeah, especially, he's a three-sport athlete, and he's had a heck of a career here at Washington County.
10 years from now, you'll list Camden Abel in there with Bernard Smalley's and Bo Baker's and, some of those guys.
I talked to his mom early, and he's going to Eastern. He's not going to play anything first year.
Just do college.
You got to be wild. You go in from football to basketball, right into baseball. For four straight years.
And I've told kids, and I went through it with Jackson. As we went and visited a couple colleges. When you go to college to play a sport, and you can pick a sport, it's a full-time job.
True.
And, I was blessed enough to do it. As Gonzalez get the out, I'm going to keep this one right here, guys. I was blessed enough to do it, at St. Catherine's with golf, but you've got to be committed because it's a full-time job. You're going to practice, 20, 30 hours a week. You're going to be in the classroom 20 hours a week. You got 10 hours worth of homework. So you've got to be sure grades are good and everything. But I tell you what, after playing college sports, life gets a little easier because if you can do that in college, working 40 hours, 45 hours a week, it's a pretty easy gig. So.
It's true. And then if you want to be great, you got to concentrate just on one sport. In the school our size, you got to have every athlete, and they got to play every sport. We've been so small a school, but you look at now, only two sport athletes I see now in college with that Travis. When he's two-way, Travis Henry. But like you said, you go to college, you got 35 hours of baseball, and then you got to get your schoolwork, and it's hard, man.
Well, and you look down here at first base for Southern, Marshawn Rogers. He's going to Kentucky State, and he's going to play football and baseball.
Wow.
Safety, plays safety on the football team, and, that's tough to do.
It is tough.
So, but you also got to have a little gifted athleticism to do that. So he does have that. Stepping back up to the plate for his second appearance, struck out first time is John Tate Smith, the junior. Point guard on the basketball team.
Quarterback
on the football team. They start spring football Monday.
Wow.
Adam Smith will start year 2. Very successful 8-4 record first year.
Are we in a new district in football? Oh, they're starting next
Same
year.
district, but you drop a team, add a team. You drop Fort Knox and you pick up Danville, who over the last 2 years, you'd be like, okay, because they haven't won a game in the last 2 years in the regular season. And but they got a new head coach. They're back in our district, so guess what will probably happen? They'll probably start winning again.
I totally agree.
Stonebreakers over there is the head coach. Had been in Adair County, and I look for big things out of Danville.
And he's won everywhere he's been.
Won everywhere he's been. So, and Danville still Danville's. Again, and here's a weird stat. Danville's last regular season win in football was in 2022 against Washington County, 40-2, Jackson senior year.
Wow, didn't know that.
So they had lost. They went 1-23 in 2 years.
But I was watching. I saw something. Yeah, it is on Boyle County. Clifton Yoakum, his dad went to Washington County. He benched something. It was 550 or something. I was just like, it's unbelievable. It wasn't bench. It was I don't know what it was. It was 550, and I was like,
Clifton could lift. Clifton was a big guy. So, and I think Boyle County, you talk football, I think they got a transfer in this week from Tennessee.
Wow.
That's moving to Boyle County that's already committed to Kentucky. So
rich gets richer.
Yep, they do. Camden Abel, your leadoff hitter. He's 2 for 2 today. Pitch from Coba.
Cam's just one of those kids that everything he does, he's good.
He's a good DJ too. He does some
Really?
DJ work for me. Yeah, does a good job in that. I mean, I think you take him up on pickleball courts, and he probably do pretty well up there. And the great thing about Abel is, I mean, he's just a great kid.
Yeah.
You like being around him.
And all these kids in Washington County, they great kids.
Yeah. Well, that's what Russell and I said.
Yeah.
And again, being familiar with Southern, there's not a kid on this field today that are not just really good kids. Abel puts one in center field, and that's going to get down for a hit. And he's going to get 2 off of it. And in this wind to the bottom of the wall, that's a big boy.
Nice.
This wind's not blowing. That one's gone.
True.
And it's calmed down a little bit. It's not nearly as much as it was.
3 for 3 for.
That's
Abel.
a good day.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good day.
And 3 nice plays at shortstop today.
That brings catcher Dylan Mattingly to the plate.
He's 1 for 3.
1 for 2.
1 for 2 and a walk.
Yeah, 1 for 2 and a walk. See, that's why I can do that in basketball. I can remember all that stuff. Baseball, it's not as much as my stuff. He puts one in play. Same pitch. Washington County starting to get the bats active. And they're going to send Abel as he scores for the second time today. Dylan Mattingly.
Nice piece of hitting there by Dylan Mattingly.
Yep.
He went with the pitch. The outside pitch.
If it's out pitch, you go outside. Brings Lance Coulter to the plate. You're going to get a courtesy runner for Washington County. Just a little speed up. Get that for your catchers.
Looked like number 6.
Connor Gabbert.
Okay.
Connor's got some speed.
Wide receiver on the football team, right?
The wide receiver and DB. Does some DB work, but primarily wide receiver. Ball high inside. It's playing for. Be a good spot here to, if you could get a couple runs this inning, you're in the bottom of the 5th.
You never know.
Well, and listen, when you're dealing with high school kids and you go up 7-0 in that first inning, guess what? You can get a little lackadaisical out there.
Like shortstop got something in his eye.
Yeah. Torres Hernandez kind of talk. When you look around baseball just from majors down this level, when you got a Vallejos, a Hernandez, and a Torres on your infield, it makes you feel good, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
Checks the runner at first. Back.
Ooh, he almost came off that bag.
He did. And Leonard's telling the coach, Leonard Abel, assistant coach, first base coach, is telling him, hey, make sure you stay down. Goes to the plate this time. Low and outside. Works him to a 2-0 count.
2-0, if I was AB here, nothing but a fastball down the plate.
Yep.
That's what you're looking for.
Or if you get to, as they've gone this way, if you get something mid outside that you think you can push that way.
3-0.
Inside. Now this is the one where that bat probably better not come off that shoulder.
I agree.
As a pitcher, you like this. You don't want to be in this spot, but you know all you got to do is just get one over the middle. And he does. Called strike.
Again, it's 3-1. This pitch got to be perfect.
Make the pitcher work. Again, you're in 5 innings. I think somewhere this thing tells me the pitch count. 70. That's 71 pitches. High. And a walk. So now you've got some base runners with Andrew Mackin.
Again, if you're macking here, you got run to second, first. Look for your pitch.
Yeah.
You know,
look for something you can
down
drive.
You can drive something down the pipe.
Yep. And anything as the wind's blowing in, anything in this opposite field for Andrew Mackin. And Jim Gross kind of understands the situation as he's going to bring it in. I can't see if anybody had been warming up for Southern.
No, but if he brings anybody in, 7th inning, it'll be his shortstop.
Yep.
He'll throw an inning or so, according on how to score. It'll dictate if he comes in or not.
I think this is just let's just make sure we're all on the same page. I don't think he's looking to make a change here. I think this is just make sure it's on the same page. And we feel good about the situation. Check on your pitcher. Make sure he understands what the situational baseball is. Of course, Jim Gross has been high school baseball coach for 22 years. Altogether, he's been at Southern for 8, was at Fern Creek. Coached with my biological brother, J.D. DeCincy. Coached with him at Fern Creek for a year. That's why I've got all this Southern and Fern Creek stuff. More Southern stuff than I do Washington County stuff at this point. And with my weight change, it all fits. Andrew Mackin sets up in the plate. 1 out. Runners on first and second. Koba deals. Low. Ball 1.
Good take there by Mackin. It wasn't his pitch. He's looking for something right down the middle.
About belt high?
Belt high. And drive it.
That was one he wanted. That was the one he wanted. There are very few questions there. Now, I know Mama Shorty's watching today. Is she going to give you some is she going to – y'all going to debrief after and give you some critiquing on today? Things you said well, things you should have said differently?
Nah.
Get the out at first. And Bobbles going to be safe. Bases loaded for Washington County.
Break.
An error on the first base. Now, does that error go first base? It's going to go third for the low throw.
Bad toss.
Now, if you're Sebastian Sestado, after giving up 6 walks in the first inning, bases loaded, a little redemption time for your locker room here.
I agree, but again,
just stay within yourself. Don't try to do anything.
And you know a fastball's got to be coming. Bases loaded, 1 out.
And if you put something over at that splash pad over there, you're gonna score a couple runs.
Well, if you coach Ty, he just wants the base hit. Nope.
And he's not going to get one on that one. His center fielder is set up. They're going to try to throw one down.
Nice toss, though.
That's a great arm. Great throw. The center fielder just to get a shot on that one. Because you knew Connor Gabbert was going to tag and he was ready to go, and he's got some speed about him. And the fact that ball was even remotely close. Escobar, the center fielder.
We still got him second, first, 2 away. And, Lance is a good hitter.
Lance is a good hitter. He's good an opposite field hitter.
But he's going to see a curveball because he didn't hit the curve last time at bat. There it is.
course, every one of the pitches are called from the dugout for. I don't know about Washington County, but I know for a fact that they track everything.
And if you Lance, you're looking for a fastball to drive. There it is.
Got it in. Goes the second for the out. Well, Washington County able to hang 2 in the bottom of the 5th. So a little life. Again, dug themselves a hole. See if they can dig it out. We're going to take a break. Top of the 6th upcoming. High school baseball is a G&G production.
At Boone's Butcher Shop, we have over 3,000 square feet of retail space full of a large variety of fresh meats, cheeses, deli products, frozen foods, seasoning, and much more. Our preservative-free fresh meats provide a healthy peace of mind and a difference you can taste. Stop in and shop at Boone's Butcher Shop, 100 Old Bloomfield Pike, Bardstown, Kentucky.
Snap, snap, Snappy Tomato Pizza.
We make your pizza with our authentic recipe.
Snappy Tomato Pizza.
Hand stretch the dough and it's made fresh daily.
Snappy Tomato Pizza. Snappy Tomato Pizza.
I'm ready for a Snappy Tomato Pizza right now. 111 East Main Street in Springfield. Call 859-336-9888 or order online at snappytomato.com. Local news on your time. Check out G&G On Demand. Now let's head back to the game.
Make sure you check out G&G On Demand. That is our not sister page. I guess it's a sister page. Compatible page. Covers all of our local news in Springfield, Bardstown, Lebanon, Cox's Creek, Gravel Switch, and Bradfordsville. So all your local news, one stores, and guess what? Just like the original G&G Productions, it's live and free. Gonzalez, Deals, hit
That's
batter.
second time for him, man.
Second time. And this is, a baseball player. He's aggravated because he wants to hit the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So, but like I say, check on G&G On Demand, local news on your schedule. So.
I know this don't have anything in baseball, but I always been a Jim Reed fan and condolences out to him and his family. Man, what a tragic loss.
Anytime you lose a child, it's rough. Leos puts one in play, puts one in the gap. Ground rule doubles. That ball bounces over. But anytime you lose a child, it is just it's devastating. But especially one in Caroline that you never saw her have a bad day. She was just a bright spot. So our prayers and thoughts and condolences go to the Reed and Farmer families for sure. So.
Yes, I didn't know his daughter, but Jim Reed, you can't beat Jim Reed.
Well, you can't be around sports in this area and not know Jim Reed. I mean, and he's umpired and he's coached and he's announced and he's done a little bit of everything. So, ground rule double for Vallejo. Brings Torres, the second baseman, up. Runners on second and third.
There's nobody out.
Ball down to third base. That's going to score a couple. As Smith corrals it. Is there going to be a play at second? Got him. Oh.
From here, I do have my I have my glasses on.
You want to watch it? Let's watch it again.
He's safe. Because they got him, tagged him on the pop-up.
Tagged him on it.
When he went up, yeah. I like to watch it, though.
Yeah, we're going to watch it. We're going to one-man show in the trailer today. Hard hit ball down first. Yeah, we'll get after this play. Hard hit. Southern's starting to tear the lines up. They're going to try to go 3. They're going to give him 2. Not real sure what happened on
the ball went under the gate.
Okay.
Down the right field.
All right. Here's your instant replay, Bernard. Good camera skills there. Look at this.
I think he got him on the pop-up.
Yep, got him. Just a little late. See, you don't need them glasses, Bernard. Great camera work, Rashawn Allen.
Good job there.
I guess it would be time to go around the horn. Matt Smith, as always, our executive producer today. Third base dugout camera is Tom Sparks. Strike called on Bates. First base dugout camera, Sean Allen. Center field camera is Wi-Fi unmanned. And we got another camera behind first. Bates puts one to Camden Abel. Good play from Abel. Man, he's had a great game today in Washington County.
Got one away.
New batter. For
number 10.
Designated hitter. That's Kelvin. Again, you take away that first inning for Southern, and it is a different ball game for Washington County. Ball inside. Four straight pitches for the walk. Now batting is going to be Rojas, left fielder. Again, I'm not trying some of these first names. I get too much respect for these kids to slaughter their first names.
I understand that. I wouldn't even try myself.
All upstairs.
Just last night I was happening to look through the roster. I was like, ooh, these names, my gracious.
Yeah, well, I can tell you, when we went down to Oxford, Alabama, you heard several different variations of these names. Next batter is Burrito, number 9. And I think it's Brito. And Burrito is the way it come out most of the time. Ooh, hard hit ball. As quickly Marshawn Rogers trying to spin out of that way. Tell you what, we've had a good time today, Bernard. We found ourselves here in the top of the 6th.
Yes, we have. I enjoyed it. And, time baseball-wise, John, I just love it. And it's, I can sit home on the game change and watch a game
and feel like you're there.
My dad, when I was coaching high school basketball, he would sit at home and listen to Hal B. This is honest truth. He could tell me everything we did wrong.
just by the picture Hal B was able to paint.
Yes.
Well, it's still got some of the same voices. Another hard hit ball to third base. Well, they're making him Doug. Hey, Tom, take care of that camera over there, buddy. I don't pay for a camera today. But, just different format. That's the great thing about we've added the video now, and with the voice like Al, it's just up the game.
The GOAT, Al B.
He's always, that's the big G. Center field gets the out. Going to hold the play. Smart done. That's going to score another run for Southern as Rogers comes across. Back to the top of the lineup.
I've been very impressed with Southern today. I know they had a lot of walks, but just the way, way they coach and way disciplined they are at the plate. They make some nice plays on the field. So very, very nice squad.
Baseball team. Jim Gross is excited about getting into some warmer weather and getting some kids in some regular routines, as they've had some kids in and out of the lineup for the last couple of weeks, and then you had weather coming back. They missed 9 straight days.
Kentucky weather, it'll have snow next week. Derby, been a bunch of derbies.
Yes, it has.
We had snow, so.
Yep. Well, and we come back from getting that rain after spring break and field flooded. Just need one, get it at second. Camden Abel with another putout. He's done it at the plate, and he's done it in the field. Well, we'll go to the bottom of the 6th after a stop with our sponsors. High school baseball is a G&G production.
All-American Plumbing takes pride in delivering top-notch plumbing services to our clients. Our commitment is excellence and customer satisfaction, which has helped All-American Plumbing build a solid reputation over the years. Trust us with all your sink, tub, and shower needs. Water heater installation and replacement.
Looking for top-notch HVAC services in Springfield, Kentucky? Well, look no further than Smith's Contracting, LLC. For over 20 years, Wesley and Abby Smith have built a reputation for excellence with honesty, integrity, and unmatched service. From AC installation and furnace setup to HVAC repair and cleaning, we've got you covered. Smith's Contracting, where our values keep you comfortable. Call us today at 859-336-5200 or 866-351-0112.
Local news on your time. Check out G&G On Demand. Now let's head back to the game.
Well, welcome back to Springfield, Kentucky, Idlewild Park, Tom Bystrick Field. Southern High School make the 1 hour, 10-minute trip down from Louisville, and started off the game pretty tight with seven innings, or 7 runs in the first inning, and it's Washington County's tried to claw the way back into it. So got another special guest with me. I'm going to do this inning, the Sarah Parrott, who is all things Washington County youth sports. Sarah, welcome in.
Thank you for having me. It's a beautiful day out here, isn't it?
So, my first question is: do you get mail out here? Do you have a house out here, or is it are you back and forth every day?
Well, I travel every day back and forth. It's all for good. But no, we probably should look into getting us a P.O. box for sure.
I think you probably work. Talk to Trey Purdham's down there. He's postmaster in Springfield. He probably works something out for you.
Yeah, bless him.
Yeah,
he works so hard.
Well, Washington County, again, 13-3 your score. They need to score 1 here to get to the 7th to give themselves a shot, as it is a mercy rule kicks in after the 5th inning. But, Sarah, you are one of many, but to kind of take the lead with Washington County Youth Sports. You all had a good opening day last night, today, and a lot of fun things going on out here at the park.
Yes, so last night we had our opening at night, and that was for our 11-12 baseball. They played on field 1, and then we had our softball ages 9 to 12 play on field 2. So American Legion has been a great supporter of us, so they came out and they displayed the American flag colors for us. Then we had Mr. Terrence McCain throw the first pitch. Alan Tungate was going to come up and help with the softball first pitch of the year, but he wasn't able to make it up to the field as he had a softball game down there. So just very, very grateful for the community support that we've been given and all the people that came out last night and supported our youth and who have invested in our program. Because, like you said, it goes back to the youth. It's all about them.
Yeah, it is. I think we had a foul ball in play, which brings
Who is that out there right now?
Oh, I know who it is. It left me as I've done several games with a bunch of different kids this year. Taylor. There we go. That's the name I look for. Sometimes it rolls through. And we live in such a great community here in Washington County that, I work a lot with some of the youth sports and different capacities in high school sports. And we got a good community. And anytime there's a need, somebody always tends to step up.
Absolutely. So we mailed out several letters asking for support. This was our first year officially being Washington County Youth Sports for Little League, and just the turnout has been amazing. A lot of, our common sponsors. So we have Springfield State Bank, we have Springfield Laundry, the McCain Brothers, the Mackin Brothers, DNR Concrete, just so many names and people that we're just so grateful that have supported us. And then too, this is our second year, we got a grant from the Cincinnati Reds. So they have been wonderful to us. They gave us monetary donation as well as some new equipment.
Well, and that's what it takes. It takes and applaud to you for jumping in and putting time in to help these kids out. It takes again, and I know you represent a larger board. As I do with when it comes to football, basketball, and some of the stuff at the high school level, and it takes people like you and the ones that step up. I know Jason Mullins, Jeremy Fletcher do it with youth football.
Yes.
And this is the piece we kind of needed with baseball, just to continue to grow it, just getting community. And that's the great thing about it. You get a group of people involved, and man, you can do some really cool things really quickly.
Absolutely. So we have on our board, it's Nathan Mattingly. He's over baseball for us. We have Willie Smith. We have George McCain, that is our player agent. We have Jonathan Jones and Chris Holmes and Jessica Smith. Alan Tungate's one of our members as well as Miss Holly Medley. And Miss Jackie Holmes, goodness, I cannot say enough good about her. She's really helped spearhead the concession stand for us, keeping us all in check. She's like our mama that we can go to, and she just makes sure that we're all in line, keeping us all in check.
Well, and I can tell you that as I know youth football had that concession stand. It is a labor of love for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Because you were out here a whole bunch.
Yes. So right now we have a couple of volunteers in there. It's our little kids.
Oh, we're good.
Yeah, so it's always really good, and that's one of my favorite things about the park is just seeing the kids come back and give their turn of helping someone else. So like in there right now we have Kinsley Humes is helping. We have sweet Hannah Mackin in there. My two littles are in there. So it's always nice. Make sure that they learn customer service first.
That's exactly right.
And
Play down in second. Bates.
Beautiful.
Bates
slide.
to Torres. Got him. Washington trying to push the issue. Dax Humes at the plate. One out.
Now, Dax is a good kid.
Well, and we've said that. I've had Russell up here, and I've had Bernard's been with me. And out of these two dugouts, you're talking about 50 really, really, really good kids.
Yes. But they're great ball players, and that's what I always say. It's so nice to have a great athletic person on your team.
Mm-hmm.
But when you have a good human,
Yeah.
too, that's really nice.
Wow.
He actually was one of our umpires last night, and that's where I was going with having our kids come back and help in our league. So we have a couple of high school baseball players that are helping umpire for us, so that's wonderful.
Yep. And he's going to end up with a hit on a misplayed ball by the third baseman. So
good for him.
Life for Washington County as John Tate Smith steps up to the bat. One out, runner on first.
What a beautiful field we have.
It is. It is.
Russell was out here working really hard yesterday.
He was. He told me, he said, we'll make sure everything looks good for y'all coming out today. Again, this is our first broadcast of baseball, or attempt at it anyway, and I think it's gone okay.
Yes.
So Humes is going to get this is more than a courtesy runner. I think this is trying to.
Is he pitching or is he catching?
Lane Mattingly is going to step on for the courtesy runner. I don't know that this is not a situational baseball thing more. It's going to be a courtesy runner situation, but John Tate's going to step in.
Yeah, so in baseball you usually have like your speed up courtesy for your catcher or your pitcher.
John Tate makes a big cut at it, fouled off, back to the catcher. Washington needs score here. It will be ball game as it's a 13-3 game. So one out, runner on first, ninth hitter, number 9, John Tate Smith, 0-1 the count. Koba steps off. It's Lane Mattingly back. Bunt down, foul tipped. So that'll be strike number 2. And not a bad spot to try to move the runner. Base runners or third baseman's playing back, and with the left-handed batter, you kind of put one down that third base line and make somebody try to make a play.
Yes, find that spot in the field.
0-2. Strike 3, 2 outs. That corner has been pitcher friendly all day. And that brings up Camden Abel, who's gone 3 for 3 on the day. He's made several defensive plays out in the field, senior leadership.
He's another amazing kid.
He is. Three sport guy, going to Eastern Kentucky University.
Oh, is he? Good. That's my alma
hear.
mater. I like it.
That's what I hear. See if he can keep his Commanders in this ball game. High inside, curveball didn't come across.
So another good thing, like I mentioned about this team, is the leadership. Their coaching staff has been amazing for our Little League program. They have hosted a camp for all of our players. And then I had a specific request of, ooh, what a
Ball hit, right field, and that's going to do it.
But what I was going to say was just the support that we've been given from the high school staff from softball and baseball. They came out and they worked with our pitchers for a whole day, and that meant a lot for us. So appreciate them a whole lot.
Well, that's going to end your ball game, 13-3, your score. Sarah, we appreciate you coming up, and good luck. And if there's anything we can do for you,
yes,
appreciate it.
Thank you guys so much.
No worries. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll look at final stats here, and we'll bring Bernard back in, kind of wrap this one up. So Southern High Schools travels down from Louisville, and they're going to get the win, 13-3 your score. We're going to take a break. As again, we'll take a look at stats. High school baseball is a G&G production.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that your Touchstone Energy Cooperative honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always.
Here's a question. How can something like floor mats help improve your business? How can this give your employees more confidence to do that? How can safety glasses make your company more productive? And how can the way you look change the way customers see you? For over 1 million companies, the answer is simple. Cintas. So to help keep your business well-equipped, clean, and looking its best, get Cintas. And get ready for the workday.
For everything you need to keep your home and property in great shape, stop by Wright Implement this week. We have chainsaws, blowers, and line trimmers from Steel, long-lasting quality mowers, gators, small tractors, and generators from John Deere, Honda mowers and generators, and so much more for your home and property. Check out the latest John Deere clothing and toys for the kids. Online at wrightimp.com. With 15 locations throughout Kentucky and southern Indiana, we are the home place. Wright Implement.
All-American Plumbing takes pride in delivering top-notch plumbing services to our clients. Our commitment is excellence and customer satisfaction, which has helped All-American Plumbing build a solid reputation over the years. Trust us with all your sink, tub, and shower needs. Water heater installation and replacement, water line installation and repair. All-American Plumbing offers reliable service, and you can trust us. If you're looking for a top-quality new construction or custom home plumbing service, contact Brian Graves. All-American Plumbing, serving Central Kentucky.
Well, that's final. 13-3 was your final score. Southern, very, very, very solid Southern team. So if you're looking at this score, don't take anything away. Washington County spotted 7 runs in that first inning, and just not able to kind of come back from that, Bernard.
No, it was a rough day for Sebastian on the mound. You know, a lot of walks, but you know, you take this game, you learn from it.
Yeah.
And, you know, you learn from it. And what I like about this, the kids didn't quit though. You know, they could have quit.
Hold on a minute, guys.
They didn't quit. So, you know, if you coach Ty Edgerton, you take the positive out of this game. Positive, you was able to score 3 runs. You had, you know, Abel had 2 hits, Manley had 2 hits, but it's going to have to, you know, look all year long. Been a lot of strikeouts. How many total strikeouts do we have? 6 today.
Yep.
That's almost too many to have. But you know, again, you go back to district next week. He got Bardstown Monday and Tuesday. You get on a roll in the district, and they'll be fine. They're gonna be fine. They're gonna be fine. You know, he played a good team today, and again, it's out of your district, out of your region. So you know, you learn from it and go on.
Yep. looking down at the stats, 2 hits for Camden Abel, 2 for Dylan Magley, 1 for Alex Blanford, 1 for Andrew Mackin, and 1 from Dax Humes. Strikeouts, Magley struck out once, Mackin struck out once, Coulter, Taylor struck out once, and 2 for John Tate Smith. Win is going to go to Coba for Southern. He pitched a really good game.
Pitched a good game. He threw strikes.
Yep.
You know, and that's what's the name of the game. You throw strikes, and I guess if we had a player of the game, you'd had to go with for Washington County part. It had to be Camden Abel.
Oh yeah, I mean he goes. Great day at the plate. Made several plays there at shortstop today. So yeah, absolutely, Camden Abel will be our player of the game for Washington County, and I think you gotta get it to Coba, the pitcher for Southern. So we're not again first foray into baseball. We're gonna they've got another game. They're gonna play a JV game after this. But looking at stats for Southern, and this is the surprising thing: 7 hits for Washington, 7 hits for. I mean, it tells you everything you need to know when you look at score and you put those two things together. But Brito with a hit, 2 hits for Diego Velez, Torres with 2 hits, 2 for Rogers, and they all those hits kind of come in that middle of the lineup there. So,
yes.
And 7 strikeouts today. So,
and then the big thing though, for 8 base on balls, and 7 of those is in the first inning.
Yep.
And your man Torres had 4 RBIs today.
That's a big day for him.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, Bernard, we appreciate you joining us today. That's going to kind of wrap up our coverage today. We appreciate you coming out and adding that knowledge and local. And hey, you never know, you may see us do this again one day. So.
I appreciate it, man. I enjoyed it.
So, well, I'm going to thank our crew. Matt Smith, our executive producer today. Jackson Graves popped in producing as well. Camera over in third base dugout is Tom Sparks. First base, Sean Allen. Again, I think we had a pretty successful outing today. First time doing a baseball game. Had beautiful weather. And, if you're a Commander fan, you wish baseball was a little bit different. But that's why you play a bunch of games. So, well, thanks for watching. Keep a look at our page. Make sure you're watching G&G On Demand, G&G Productions. You never know when we're going to pop up and do something different as we did today. So for all of our sponsors, we thank them for joining us today and helping us bring you this game. I thank all of our staff. And until next time, this has been High School Baseball, a G&G Productions. Have a great and happy Easter. Have a good day, everyone.